thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. And I don't need you to okay it. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. They can't take it to 10. Hey.
Okay, Coach, thank you. We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C. That's where the home of the Washington Redskins resides, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Washington Redskins. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
You're going to sign. 58 to Mike. You don't want nothing, baby. You don't want nothing. Hey, you don't want to see me.
On first down, it's Darnold. And a big loss here as he's taken down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
To throw is Darnold. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13.
That's track. Six guard. Check six guard. He's checking.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
I'm here all day. 22 jet bombers.
A shotgun handoff now. Foster. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Watch the twist.
From the pistol, it's Foster. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run.
On the double. 54. Mike 54. Tackles. Ready.
They'll try and run for it with Foster. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Hey, 4 down.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
And once again, he'll get possibly back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Okay, ready? 50 seconds to Mike. Let's get it together, defense.
From the gun on 3rd down. Dixon to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Badgley able to knock this one through. And it's 3-0 as the Redskins strike first. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. On third down, Taylor, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's go. Pick it up, G.
Operating from the gun. Dixon got an open man. It's Foster. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. And he's got Shockey. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. As his guys are in for 6. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further.
It used to be that if you were a big wide receiver and the coaches wanted to make you a tight end, you resisted the move. Now it's almost a glamour position because they have the mismatch advantage. Are you going to cover them with a linebacker? They're probably faster. A defensive back? They're going to be bigger. Tight end is the new big-time position.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. On 1st down, Darnold under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Now a give, right side. Taylor. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Kill. 36.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 25 yards that time.
Got to love the catch. I think you got to love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great. And they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And that
rush coming, and he's taken down. Montez Sweat. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
58, come on. 58, come on. I got him. 58.
Darnold from the gun. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football. But likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Give the Redskins 13 there on a first down. A first down carry for Foster. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick, make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
This is Foster, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on third and long.
On the set. 157. Pick me up. Here we go. Smooth. Single. Hey, guys, I got 15. 15 is mine. I'm taking it. Be driven.
From the gun, Dixon. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be fourth down. So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. This is taken at the 15. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
On second and a yard, Darnold. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's third and short.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Darnold will throw it on third and 1. Airing this one out for Evans. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is fielded at the 7. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a first and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Dixon slings this deep from McLaurin. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further.
Partner, one of the cardinal rules of defense is that if you're in position to make a tackle, you need to make it.
Well, and if you can't make the tackle before that, you just got to knock that ball down, right?
Yeah, something has to happen because we saw the end result there. Missed tackle, he goes all the way and takes it for a touchdown.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but well, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Darnold to throw again. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 33. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Come on now, let's go.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Darnold completes it. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Montez Sweat. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd.
Hey, switch gears. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Montez Sweat in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. Here's Bradley Pena now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right?
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Well, maybe that can give them a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Hey, Delta.
Back to throw. Dixon. Open man, here's Foster. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
That's a gain of 6.
30 base. 61, matchbox, right. 5.
On 3rd down, Dixon. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
That's it. Big hit.
Sets up 4th down.
Here's Johnny Hacker now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Pilot, 64,
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. This defense tried to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for Washington. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys, let's go. Come on, capitalize on this one.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Let's get it. And 58 is the mic. Go 58. Man, 80. I think you got it, son. 58's the mic. 58.
Here's Darnold. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. On 1st and 10, Dixon. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
Get it
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. From the gun, Dixon. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He's got a first out and more inside the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cleveland Farrell make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
In for the score. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack on the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is now 24. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
On 2nd and 11 now. Darnold looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check 99. Check 99. Check 3. Check 3. Check 43.
Now Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Now, how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Five.
Now they are going for it. Darnold under pressure again, and down he goes again. Montez Sweat. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
We go. 18 Gators.
On 1st down, it's Foster. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Operating from the gun, Dixon. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Desmond King picks it. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is,
Darnold, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Back now at FedEx Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
SOS.
Darnold down to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the... And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Desmond King picks it. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Greystone travel. Check 9. Let's go.
Looking to throw. Dixon. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense can crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Set. 60 outlaw.
Check pass. Check pass.
Hit it.
They'll run on first down. It's Foster. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
I'm going to hit you.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Second and 7 at the Buccaneers.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
Wild Bill. Wild Bill.
Speed dribble.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
54. Watch the out.
Ready.
To throw on third down, Dixon. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turns into a nice play.
For the field goal of 36-yard.
Badgley's kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. Darnold now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. On second and 12, Darnold, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. They turn to Taylor on fourth. And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. He needed 2. He only got 1. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. On first down, it's Foster. Past the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
Redskins 44, Buccaneers nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Ricky.
Now it's Darnold. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out.
You go tight. You got that.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Darnold. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Darnold. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
2nd down and 10, Darnold. We are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Hey, seam 6.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. They'll start on the ground with Foster. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch your slack. Watch your slack.
They keep it in the hands of Foster. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
10-2 stop.
Coming to you. Check.
2.
On 3rd down, Foster. So hail to the Redskins as they get the victory here. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, Up a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Redskins, the win is a good one for morale, but little else as they move to 3-8. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.